I see in the social media that more and more people claim that they develop their commercially ready products in less than a week, in some cases over the weekend. And they say that they reused a lot of the code that they had developed before, and they got a lot of help from the AI tools. This is partly true that you can actually speed up the development process with the help of reusing the code and with the help of the AI tools. But I'm still not sure if it is possible to develop a commercially ready product in less than a week. Because developing a new product, first of all, requires a new logic that you need to develop, that doesn't exist in your previous products. And it needs to be a stable solution that always works. You don't need to have a lot of functionality in version 1, I can understand that. But the core functionality that you are delivering should be very stable and shouldn't crash all the time. And you still need to integrate your product with a payment gateway like Stripe, and it will also take its time to integrate it. You need to think about new terms and conditions for your new product. You can't really reuse your terms and conditions from your earlier products because you have a new product, no matter what. You also need to think about your privacy policy, which likely is not going to be the same as you had in your previous products. You need to integrate your web application, if this is a web application that you're developing, with a database. And I'm sure you're going to have some issues there as well with the integration. You need to create a CI/CD pipeline. You need to fix the cloud environment where you're going to be hosting your web application. If you're managing all those things over the weekend, I have a lot of respect for you. But I'm not sure if your product is going to be a stable one. With other words, if someone comes and tells me that he has developed a product over the weekend and asks me to give away my credit card number, I will probably think twice, if not 3 times, before giving away the number. I mean, the credit card number. I've been developing mobile apps during the past 5 years. And recently, this year, I decided to invest in web application development as well. I had lots of background in Python programming, so I decided to learn Django, which seemed to be a very commonly used framework for web application development. And with regards to my background, so I thought that this thing would be easy. And it was fairly easy, actually, compared to, for example, Next.js, since I didn't have any background in that domain, so it looked a lot more complex. And Django sounds and feels a lot simpler compared to Next.js, at least to me, with regards to my background. Even if I had a lot of background in Python, it took 4 months for me to build and develop my first web application, which is Summarize Fast, a tool for recruiters to automate the candidate filtering process. It took 4 months because I needed to figure out quite a lot of things. I needed to figure out the design and database configuration, the cloud environment, and terms and conditions. All these things needed to be fixed before I launched the product. 4 months is a long time. I'm quite sure that a lot of people can actually deliver such a product in less than 4 months. But I wanted to be sure, first of all, that everything is working as it should be. And also, this wasn't the only thing I was working on, obviously. But I don't think I will be able to develop the whole thing in less than a week. But let's say that, okay, I have this product in place now, and I'm going to develop another product, which I actually did. Now, I've been working on the shape. Now, in my second project, you can assume that I will be reusing a lot of the code, and I can actually develop my new project in less than a week, which I did actually in Share Predictions. I developed an API for stock market predictions, which is going to be available at sharepredictions.com. But it still didn't take less than a week. Yes, I reused a lot of the code from my earlier project. I got a lot of help from these AI tools, but it still took a lot of time because something always breaks. And there are always certain things that I need to learn, and the core functionality of my new product is not necessarily the same as in my earlier product. Another aspect of this is that if someone comes and says that he or she has developed a product in less than a week, it is quite likely that the product doesn't have that many features. And the number of features doesn't actually count. It just needs to solve a given problem. But the problem that the product is likely solving is not that big. Then we come to the definition of MVP, minimum viable product. What is a minimum viable product? In my opinion, minimum viable product is something that solves a minimum viable problem. A product which is developed in less than a week is very unlikely to be such a product which is going to solve a minimum viable problem. Solving a minimum viable problem will likely take a bit more than 1 week. At least that is how I think. If you have other opinions, please let me know down below. And if you've developed a product in less than a week, a brand new application in less than a week, I'll be very interested in hearing the details of it. Please let me know down below, because I want to learn how to develop a brand new product that fast as well. Thanks for listening. See you next time.